So then finally, I come back from Benin, Togo, and Ghana, 2017. Remember the Great North American Eclipse, August 21st of 2017? Which is my birthday, Nat Turner Day, Haitian Revolution Day, George Jackson Revolution Day. I'm on LoopNet. I see the school in Wilmington, Delaware. So this school looked brand new. I go to it on my way down to Nat Turner, came back from Nat Turner, went to Cuba to get my initiation. When I came back from Cuba, I finally got into the schools. I walked around. I said, you know what? These schools are modern. They in good shape. Did my research, found out these schools only 10 years old, 2 of them. They wanted $2 million. We didn't have it. We only had $500,000. But that was August and September of 17. We bought the school February of 19. So for 18 months, I stayed on them.
Right.
Can we get the school? Can we buy the school? Can we get the school? Buy the school? And then one day I said, can y'all sell it to us? He responded, give us what you got. I said, oh, shit. I talked him down from 2 mils to...
Right.
We got to school 2017. I'm happy, jumping for joy. Little did I know, the black contractors was not going to do us any justice. Man. We got robbed. We got scammed, man, our own people.
Which is unfortunate, yeah.
Very unfortunate. Then one day, last September, I said, you know what? I'm going to have to use white folks. I waited 3 years to try to get my people. We got to school in 17. We got to school in 19. I saw it in 17. We got it in 19. This is 2023. Right? So February of 19 to 20 to 21 to 22 to 23. 4 years. February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It'll be 4.5 in August. I decided to call up a white man. HVAC. He had both units on the roof in 2 days. Crane truck and everything. We already bought the units. We had them custom made. Right. So they've been sitting for a year. Brand new. Sitting. Because all the black HVACs tell me they're going to come do it. Never did it. So I called a white man to do it. He gets the units up right before the festival. I start scratching my head like, damn. I'm waiting on brothers for 3. This white man did this in 2 days? So then I asked the white man, I said, you know any plumbers? He said, I got a plumber for you. Boom. Electrician? I got him there. Boom. Security? Boom. Fire come? Boom, boom. Wednesday, I go to the school to get the final HVAC repairs done. HVAC is on. We got air. We got AC. You got to do some final stuff to get the inspection. Once that go through, we done. I got to call the city, find out what we got to do to get our certificate of occupancy because plumbing is repaired and inspected, HVAC repaired and inspected, fire, security repaired and inspected, everything. The only thing left is HVAC. And, of course, we got to close up the holes and paint and do the floor. It's superficial, beautify. But all the systems, once we done HVAC, we done. The sad thing is, those white men did in 4 months, 3 months, really, what black men couldn't help me do in 3 years. It's the self-hate. I'm not giving up on our people, though, because when we go across the street to the Frederick Douglass High School, which is 4 times bigger, I still want to find some black contractors. I'm never giving up on my people, but also have to face reality. Right. And the reality of the fact is we are so psychologically damaged that most of us find it almost impossible to do right by another black person. And these white folks, they don't even like me. Do you feel me? Right. They don't even like me.
But the money
But they did the job and did it right. It hurt. I'm like, damn. They just did it with no problem. Just came in, knocked it out, cheaper price and everything. If I would have just went with whites from the beginning, the school would have been done. But I couldn't do that because that's against what I stand for. So I had to try to use our people.
So with this being an independent school, does that mean you can implement your own curriculums?
Absolutely.
Like, so what kind of curriculums are you plan on teaching at the school?
Well, you got to have math, science, language, and social studies. That's required.
Right.
And then on top of that, we're going to have agricultural and agronomical science, dietary and nutritional science. We're about to buy some farmland right now. We're also going to have political and military science, but we'll be teaching African martial arts, weapons training too. There will also be spiritual and astrological science. I practice Yoruba spirituality. We will teach it. The school will be a bona fide independent parochial academy. We must have a religious instruction there, spiritual instruction. There will also be dietary and nutritional, agricultural, agronomical, spiritual, and astrological, military and political, science of the black man, woman, and child. Right. So we're going to teach the boys how to be men, how to be gentlemen, also how to be men, how to be fathers, how to be leaders in the community. And then financial and economics, investing, real estate, stocks, all of that. We're going to have guest speakers every month for the boys from different industries. They're going to work on their own business plan, and when they graduate from the school, we're going to give them their grant for their first business.
That's dope. Yeah.
That's
Well,
definitely.
definitely.
That is very, very good. That is very good. I want to ask if Dr. Umar will also teach them like computer and IT and computer science. It's one of the hotbed in the market today with a lot of IT jobs being created. Another thing that I can take out of this is he said he depended on his own people, right? But he couldn't get a job done for 2 years, and he decided to try a white guy, and the white guy got it done within 4 months, within 3 to 4 months. Within 3 to 4 months, that is to show you how sometimes if another black person wants you to do something, you don't want to take it serious, right? As compared to if a white person wants you to do the thing, you're gonna take it seriously. And he said it's very true. We are so psychological. Is it damage or drain that we tend not to take one another seriously? In which we should really do that. And if we tend not to take one another seriously, how do we expect people of other races and other ethnicities to take us seriously? How do we expect them to take us seriously? It is something that he said that is very, very true, and it's something that we should really, as individuals, as black people, as humans in general, right, try to improve on, so that others can follow suit and see it.
Will there be? I noticed in China, they are actually teaching their boys. They have masculinity classes in a sense, right? Do you think there is a need to kind of have a masculinity course for our young black boys?
I don't know exactly what their masculinity course entails,
Right.
but our Science of the Black Man, Woman, and Child will likely cover that.
Okay, that's fair.
Because we believe in the divinity of the black man and the divinity of the black woman. So
right.
That's part of
Sure, we might need some classes for some grown adult men to be taught how to be a man.
I agree with that.
Like a college,
I don't know if it's a college or maybe some
grad school, something. I don't know.
Shit. We need some help.
We're going to have some stuff for the men too once we get the boys up and running. Because although FDMG is a school by day, it's a community university by night.
So this is an all-boys school?
It's going to be all boys for the first 3 to 5 years. Then it's going to become girls.
Okay.
Boys and girls.
Got you.
I'm volunteering us anytime you ever need us to meet, even like speak or do something that you may need, something that you may not have time for, or something you think that we can fit to help. Okay. We're definitely going to be a part of it. Just, send the kite out.
I'm looking forward to it, not just for the blessing it'll be to our children, but also to the community. Because there's very few places that we have where we can meet unencumbered by other people. I speak more than any other scholar in the world, black, right? I'm the most requested black scholar on the planet for 13 years straight. I can count on one hand the amount of places I've been in the world that we own. Most of the time, we in something owned by Arabs, white people. They flicking the lights on, cutting the lights off. I got to get out. You feel me?
Definitely.
Like, damn, the only place that we own is the black churches. But the black churches don't want you in there talking politics because they already in somebody's pocket downtown. You feel me? So the one place that has space and a microphone for us to organize and strategize, the black church don't want us in there to organize and strategize.
I want
So with FDMG, we have enough space where we could do conferences and everything. And once we do the Frederick Douglass High School, which is across the street, once both schools are up, we are undisputedly the largest independent black school independent campus in the country, and the only independent black school with 2 buildings, 2 legitimate real schools, not no church, not no basement, not no home, real school. We're the only independent school in the country with 2 schools that's black, and we're the largest.
That's dope, man. Like, listen, before we get up out of here, because I understand you're a busy man, I do want to ask you one question. It's a short question. I seen that you posted a female rapper by the name of Sukihana, right? She has some choice words for you and her song. You know what I mean? What would you say to our good sister about that?
Sister Sukihana. I never heard of the queen before a supporter of mine sent me the video.
Let me just finish him what he's saying.
Where she said, I'm not going to use her words, but where she said, if I wanted to spend some private time with a man, it'll be Dr. Umar, right? And then at the end of the video, which wasn't on my Instagram, but it's on my Facebook and TikTok, she says, if Dr. Umar met me, he would shoot his shot because he see that I'm a beautiful black African conscious queen. I could use some guidance. I got a little bit of daddy issues. She was very humble.
Right.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, indeed.
I didn't know she was from Wilmington, Delaware. That's where the school is, right?
Yeah.
I would be open to meeting with her, right? To see where her head is. Because first, it's always politics before Punani for me. So what can we do together to build the community? Now, obviously, her content isn't something I could endorse, but it seemed to me that if she's willing to follow my lead, that she might be ready to make a transition, right? From the raunchiness to the righteousness. And so maybe she'll take all her followers and bring them into a more conscious lifestyle. Maybe. I don't know. That would be a conversation that we would need to have, though. But if she decided to turn the corner and leave that content alone for something that is more conscious and more positive for our daughters and sons, I would work with her. And I think we could do a whole lot together too. But she would have to turn that corner because I couldn't endorse the current message that she.
Listen, if anybody could do it, you could do it. Like, again, appreciate you for pulling up. Again, let them know where they can follow you at.
TikTok and Instagram and Twitter at Dr. Umar Johnson. Facebook, Dr. Umar Ifatunde. TikTok, Prince of Pan-Africanism with a K. What else is out there? I think that's it, right? Facebook.
Your YouTube, right?
I don't have a YouTube.
Okay. You don't have a YouTube?
All those are fake pages.
Those are wow.
Okay. Umar, before you go to, you gotta hit us with the I beg your pardon. We gotta hear it. Come on. We gotta hear it.
I beg your pardon.
Dr. Umar, I don't know why he doesn't have YouTube though, man. Dr. Umar, you need YouTube. You make a lot of money out of YouTube, and you can even use that money to fund your school initiative, you know. You make a lot of money. I mean, he says a lot. I agree with him on a lot of things he said. There was just one thing that I never agree with him was on the part of black people. But they said it at the end, right? It's also systemic too. The blame is not just on black people in general, but it's a systemic issue, right? A system-wide issue that has affected both the black community, both men and women, right, in the black community. So the blame doesn't just go to the men, but it's the men who are in charge of fixing everything and making sure that things go smoothly and go better and go well. So, all right, thank you guys for watching.